Most of the lawyers usually come out, they tell you the order, they share the order details because often the media is not allowed. This is one of the leading lawyers in the case, and he has said that he's trying to figure out more details and an order copy. Till an order copy comes out or the court really shares what kind of reasons it has cited, it is usually not advisable for a lawyer to speak on this matter. We'll continue getting you all the voices. Pranshu Mishra is on the ground. He's getting us all the details. Pranshu, no scientific investigation to be done on that structure which the Hindu side believes is a revered shivling. The matter will go to a higher court, inevitably.
Yes, Anusha, it seems so. The court, as of now, has clarified about the demand for carbon dating. Now, interesting things happened during the course of hearing. The petition which was given by the Hindu side initially was demanding for a carbon dating at that structure. When the opposition took place, they said that no, we actually are referring to the process of scientific investigation. What the court has said at the moment is that no carbon dating is being allowed. So clearly the demand for carbon dating has been rejected. But since the court is still in the process of reading out the entire order, we'll have to wait for the court to complete its reading of the entire order to give exact details of what other points are mentioned in the court. So carbon dating has been rejected. There is absolutely no doubt about it. But is court suggesting for some other sort of, inquiry into that premises? That needs to be seen. But prima facie, the demand for carbon dating of that structure, that has been denied by the court, and that clearly is a setback to the Hindu side.
Let me reiterate that for our viewers. See, this is the process of an order being dictated. We're getting you all the breaking news which is coming in from the court premises. The information trickles in slowly. What we can confirm to you is that the carbon dating plea has been rejected. That's what the court has said emphatically, that cannot happen on the structure. Is there any other caveat or any other window that the court is extending to the Hindu side? We'll wait and watch over that. But the carbon dating to determine the age, the characteristic, and whether this is a Swayambhu deity, that has been rejected by the court, and in a limited manner, it is a setback to the Hindu side. Is there an alternate mechanism that the court can suggest? Pranshu, is there still a room or a window? Is the door kept ajar that the court can look at any other alternate method for determining whether it's a revered shivling or merely a fountain? Pranshu, am I audible to you?
Oh yes, Anusha, yes, please.
I wanted to ask you that while we are in the process of narrating this order to our viewers, is there still a possibility that the court can suggest an alternate method other than carbon dating? Has the door been kept ajar by the court? Will it be fair to say that at this point in time?
Well, Anusha, still the opinion is divided. What we can tell, and see, since it's about reporting the legal facts, the fact at the moment is that carbon dating request has been denied. The Hindu side also suggested for any sort of scientific investigation. Is court saying something on that? We'll have to wait. But as of now, what we can say is it seems that Hindu side has suffered some sort of jolt as far as today's order is concerned. But what the court has to say in the entire order, I think we'll get a clarity in the next few minutes. But as of now, the information out from the court is that carbon dating demand that has been denied by the court.
Carbon dating demand has been denied by the courts, reporting all the facts to you here on CNN News 18. Details which are coming out from the court right now. Those are the details we are reporting. We also spoke to one of the leading lawyers, Mr. Jain, who's a lawyer from the Hindu side. He said that he's trying to get a court order copy. Roughly 58 people were allowed inside the courtroom. No journalists were present. It's only the lawyers who come out and share what details of the order are. Pranshu Mishra is getting us a minute-by-minute account of what exactly has happened. Pranshu, the Advocate Commissioner report, which has been served to all the sides but has not been debated upon by the court. And I'm also curious to know the 1991 matter. In that matter so far, has there been any survey by the Archaeological Survey of India or any kind of scientific investigation that has been done within the mosque complex? Do we have any evidence that has been gathered already in the 1991 case? Because that will be a ground for the judge to deny any kind of scientific evidence in the present case at the district court.
Well, as far as the 1991 case, Anusha, was concerned, Anusha, just hold on.
Sure. Pranshu is getting us all the details. These are the details emerging from the Varanasi District Court. I'm going to reiterate what we know so far. The judge is dictating the order. The details of the order that we can confirm to you here on CNN News 18 is that carbon dating method, that method is not going to be used at the disputed structure, the revered shivling versus the fountain theory that has been put out by the Muslim side. Carbon dating is not happening. In a limited sense, this is a setback to the Hindu side because they wanted carbon dating as a method. We have to wait and watch what more details emerge. The judge is in the process of dictating order. So whether there is any other scientific method which is suggested by the court, or the door is completely shut, that, we cannot have any kind of scientific investigation. This is a matter only about the worship of Ma Shringar Gauri, and we cannot go to this disputed structure that you're talking about. Let's see what the details of the order are. Usually in matters of this nature, the devil lies in the details, and the nuances of the order are very, very important. Not to forget the fact that when this matter reached the Supreme Court said that it's very, very important to restore law and order, to ensure there is no law and order situation that emerges, and this entire area has been sealed off. Carbon dating is not happening. That's a given. That's something we can confirm to you. What more the court tells us in the next few minutes is a wait and watch. Pranshu Mishra, UP Bureau Chief, is tracking all the developments from the ground, and all sort of scientific probe demand has been rejected. I think that's the big news that we are getting for you here on CNN News 18, that the scientific probe demand has been rejected. Pranshu Mishra is getting us this piece of information coming in from the Varanasi District Court. Pranshu, if you can hear me, what are the details you're picking up? Or any kind of scientific probe will not happen? Is that the order?
Yes, Anusha, the entire petition by the Hindu side has been rejected. That petition has initially mentioned about carbon dating, but when objections were raised, it was also amended by, inclusion of the demand for scientific investigation of the said place. The entire petition filed by the Hindu side, that has been rejected. So it clearly means that there is going to be no carbon dating, no scientific investigation of that structure, which is being called as a shivling by the Hindu side, and of course continues to be called as a fountain by the Muslim side.
Pranshu, I'm going to play that reaction that you've sent us from the Firangi Mahal. Let's go to that.
जाहिर सी बात है, सभी के इल्म में बात होनी चाहिए कि 17 मई 2022 को ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने वज़ू खाने के पूरे एरिया को सील कर दिया था। तो जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने पूरे एरिया को सील करने का ऑलरेडी ऑर्डर दिया हुआ है, तो वहाँ पर कार्बन डेटिंग कैसे की जा सकती थी। इस वजह से सिविल जज ने जो बात कही है वो बिल्कुल ही लीगल है और एज़ पर लॉ है, और हम लोग इस फैसले का वेलकम करते हैं और ये पूरी उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये मस्जिद और मंदिर का जो मसला है इसको जल्द से जल्द हल कर लिया जाए।
Cutting across back to my colleague Pranshu Mishra, who is with us on the broadcast. Pranshu, the door is shut. No kind of scientific investigation will happen. Pranshu, can you hear me?
Anusha, yes, that's clearly, as we said, yes, Anusha, as we reported just a few minutes back, it has been a big win for the Muslim side, and already the reaction from the top Muslim clergy coming out welcoming the court decision. The Hindu side, clearly, Anusha, has suffered a major setback as far as the demand of a scientific investigation or a carbon dating was concerned. It has been outrightly rejected by the district judge. Now, what has been the rationale behind the court's decision, that is still not clear, but it seems that probably court has been, guided in by the arguments that were tabled by the Muslim side. It clearly seems that arguments of the Muslim side have caught the court's attention. One, primarily that the petition of the similar nature is already pending before the High Court. So when High Court has still not dealt with the question that whether that ASI survey should be done or not, it didn't seem advisable for the lower court to go out and suggest something like carbon dating or ASI probe. The second strong argument from the Muslim side clearly was that let us first deliberate and debate on the findings of the Advocate Commissioner's report. Let us be certain what Advocate Commissioner is saying and whether the portion
जो कार्बन डेटिंग या राडार पेनेट्रेटिंग के लिए आग्रह किए थे उसको नहीं माना है और माननीय न्यायाधीश ने मानने से हमारे जो आर्ग्यू थे कि उसका कार्बन डेटिंग राडार पेनेट्रेटिंग हो और उसको नहीं माने हैं और इसकी कॉपी मिलने के बाद अध्ययन करके हम माननीय न्यायालय के समक्ष अपनी